Huh, you thought drinking your beloved soda was a guilt-free pleasure? You're sadly mistaken. The majority of people would like to think that there's no harm in drinking their favorite soda. Think again. You too, Diet Coke fans, we're not letting you off the hook. The truth is, even the health-conscious among us can't escape the fact that their favorite sugary drink is anything but healthy. Sugar, calories, and chemicals all in one? Yum. But hey, don't say we didn't warn you. Beverage companies are seriously sneaky. In 1950, we were only drinking 10.8 gallons of soda per year. Now look at us, chugging down 49.3 gallons by the year 2000 like it's nothing. But don't worry, we're here to expose the truth about the carbonated conspiracy. This week, we're diving into the fizzy facts. Be sure to subscribe to the most viewed channel and join us for a truthful examination of the soda industry. And once you've learned all the secrets, let us know in the comments what topics we should pour over next. Let's talk about the fizz. The effervescent, sparkling nature of soda is like a party in your mouth. But have you ever thought about the history behind it all? Well, it all started with people believing in the healing properties of natural mineral springs. Who knew it was just the carbon dioxide that was the real magic ingredient? The late 18th century was a time when carbonated water production reached bubbly new heights. Dr. Joseph Priestley, an English chemist, may have been the first to create a glass of carbonated water that was actually drinkable in 1767. But it was the Swedish chemist Torben Bergman who truly shook things up. He created a machine that could produce carbonated water in large quantities using a unique recipe of chalk and sulfuric acid. Wait a minute, sulfuric acid and chalk? You're telling me that all this time I could have been whipping up my own homemade soda with just these two basic ingredients? And I didn't know? I guess I should start stocking up on chalk and sulfuric acid instead of running out of soda at night. Talk about convenience. With the invention of mass production for imitation mineral water, Torben Bergman sparkled a revolution in the carbonated water industry. No longer were bubbles reserved for the elite, but now available for all to enjoy. So, let us raise a glass to the king of carbonated water, Torben Bergman, for making sure even the little guy gets a taste of the bubbly life. Kings may come and go, but the throne of carbonated water king is like a game of hot potato, constantly being passed around. In the 1800s, carbonated drinks were all the rage, and John Matthews, an English-American inventor, stepped up to the plate as the king of convenience and availability. He brought his bubbly genius to New York and made artificial seltzer water accessible to the masses. Not only did he create a successful soda business, but he also popularized his own version of flavored carbonated drinks with a sprinkle of carbonation magic. He's like the Beyoncé of the 19th century soda world. John Matthews, known as the father of the soda fountain, took his talents to the next level in 1832 by placing a dispensing apparatus at the pharmacist's counter, making it readily available to the public. This was a major step up from previous attempts, like Simon's and Rundell's 1810 patent for imitation mineral waters. Thus, he rightfully earned the moniker of the 19th century carbonated water king, leaving Michael Jackson to relinquish his title as King of Pop. Who's bad? Soda's bad. Who knew that a sip of H2O could be so thrilling? The consumption of mineral water, whether it's straight from nature or artificially enhanced, was apparently going to save the world. But seriously, sometimes plain water can be boring. Then, the geniuses at American pharmacies thought, hey, let's add some gross medicinal herbs and fake flavors to liven it up. And just like that, drugstores became the new party scene. Hey, talk about a marketing scheme. And ladies and gentlemen, what's the secret to keeping your soda from going flat? The crown cork bottle seal was invented in 1892 by William Painter and changed the game for preserving carbonated drinks. Finally, a way to keep the carbon dioxide locked in. This invention was so successful that over 1,500 patents were filed in the US alone for similar closures. Talk about copycats. In the 19th century, people were all about their fizzy water and entrepreneurs were ready to cash in on its supposed health benefits. The term soda water was even coined. How original! Benjamin Silliman, a chemist at Yale, was the mastermind behind his own version of soda water. By the mid-19th century, it was a household staple and supposed cure-all for various ailments, because drinking water with bubbles was going to solve all of life's problems. Soda water was marketed as a healthier alternative to alcohol and helped reduce heavy drinking. Right, because replacing one vice with another is the solution. By the 1850s, soda water was the go-to for anyone looking for a refreshing and healthy pick-me-up. Pharmacies even prescribed it as a treatment. People were going crazy to get their hands on the latest soda water. And it's no surprise that soda consumption continues to soar to this day. As early as 1942, health officials were aware of the potential detrimental effects of consuming sugar-laden beverages. This launched the discovery of artificial sweeteners such as saccharin in 1897, cyclamate in 1937, and eventually aspartame in 1965 ignited a spark that resulted in the explosion of diet sodas in the late 1950s, providing a tasty alternative for purported health-conscious consumers. People were looking for an alternative to the traditional sugary drinks, and diet soda was the answer. At the time, it was believed to be a brilliant option for those looking to cut down on sugar without sacrificing taste. Society has truly come a long way, but with great convenience comes great responsibility. So, let's remember our good old friend H2O. Without it, there wouldn't be any soda, and without enough of it, we'd end up like an empty soda can, lightheaded and hopefully recycled. The early 20th century marked a significant time in the history of soda as pharmacies played a vital role in the creation of various flavors. These businesses utilized natural components such as ginger, lemon, dandelion, and birch bark to create a wide range of popular soda flavors. However, during this time, the FDA did not enforce strict labeling standards, which led to these beverages being marketed as cures for a variety of illnesses. The good old days of soda, when it was marketed as a cure-all for whatever ails you. And who knew a little sugar syrup could make you feel so good? And if you were alive at the time, Americans spent $60 billion on soda in 2001, proving that the trend of promoting it as a healthy drink continued for decades. But let's be real, drinking 47.6 gallons of soda per person per year is mind-blowing. With the skyrocketing annual soda consumption from 1950 to 2005, health concerns such as obesity and diabetes also rose. But then along came Mayor Bloomberg with his ban on big sugary drinks in NYC. In 2012, Bloomberg proposed a ban on sugary drinks larger than 16 ounces to tackle the public health crisis of obesity. The proposal received support from health professionals and officials who recognize the significant contribution of sugary beverages to the obesity epidemic. Of course, the soda industry wasn't about to go down without a fight. They took their sugar-fueled battle to court. As the cap on the size of sugary beverages in New York City was unveiled, it was greeted with all the enthusiasm of a root canal. Their resistance was fierce and relentless, like a sugar-crazed toddler denied their candy. As weight gain among Americans increased, the only thing that was lost was the battle against sugary drinks. This highlights the need for stricter regulations and labeling standards to ensure that consumers are provided with accurate information about the products they consume. It's important to be aware of the long-term health implications of consuming sugary beverages and to make informed decisions about our dietary choices. Sugar, the sweet temptation that can lead to a bitter reality. Sugar is a highly controversial topic in the health and nutrition world. The sweet taste is oh so appealing, but let's remember the negative consequences of excessive consumption. From obesity to type 2 diabetes, the negative health effects of excessive sugar consumption are no joke. And yet, companies like Coca Cola keep trying to sell us their sugary drinks with deceptive marketing tactics. like targeting kids and promising that a quick workout will solve all your problems. Come on, Coca Cola. We're not falling for your soda-selling shenanigans, where companies put profits before people's health. A recent lawsuit filed against Coca Cola cites deceptive advertising and marketing to children. Looks like Coca Cola may have a fizz in corporate earnings, but the real concern here is sugarcoating the truth in their advertising. The American Heart Association reports that the typical American diet contains a high amount of added sugars, mainly from beverages, with soft drinks alone accounting for a quarter of the total added sugar consumption. It appears that the soda era is on the decline, but far from over. There are still plenty of other sugar-filled alternatives waiting in the wings to take its place, like sports drinks, energy drinks, teas, coffees, and let's not forget, soda still accounts for a staggering 65% of all drinks consumed. The beverage industry is facing some tough times. Even diet drinks are seeing a drop in sales. But instead of educating people about healthy habits, these companies seem more concerned with giving us a sugar high. Studies show that consuming massive amounts of sugar triggers a dopamine release in the brain, and before you know it, we're hooked, giving us that temporary feeling of pleasure and reward. This can lead to the development of addictive behavior, especially for those who are already prone to addiction. So basically, sugar is just as dangerous as any other addiction. The soda industry understands that consuming sugary drinks comes with long-term risk and short-term pleasures. But hey, that doesn't stop them from providing the stuff. And we're not trying to be all preachy. But if you want to improve your overall health and longevity, it is important to limit intake of these drinks. A healthier alternative is sparkling water, but it's important to ensure it does not contain added sugars or sweeteners. Let's get back to the basics. Sulfuric acid and chalk. No, not too far from reality. Who has a keg of that lying around in their homes? Carbonated water with added fruit flavors and minerals can be a good alternative for those looking to reduce their consumption of soda. Think about branching out and trying alternatives like flavored seltzer water, kombucha, iced or hot tea, sparkling water, sparkling lemonade, freshly squeezed lemonade, maple water, water infusions with fruit and herbs, mineral water, or coconut water. And even if your feelings about soda haven't changed after learning about its negative impacts, remember, you can still enjoy a fizzy drink without hurting your well-being. It's truly astounding how soda, once touted as a health tonic, has devolved into nothing more than a sugary, artificially flavored drink. Who knew progress could be so regressive? Though stripped of its original mineral content, soda still bubbles with nostalgia and effervescence. The name alone sparkles, even without its mineral makeup. Join the conversation and let us know in the comments section your thoughts and alternative options that you enjoy.